Alright, in the kit reveal, I think it was, for, well, in terms of my videos, for, Starros, they did have the questionnaire that you could put questions and they would answer. Actually, I think I explored that in the Developers Insights video. I did it right at the end, like, oh, what's this all about? And then it was just stupid. If you saw the video, maybe you recall that. Anyhow, they actually had a quick turnaround. A lot of people put questions, and here they are with answers 24 hours later. There's actually a lot, so I figured I'd go through it and just see what people asked and what the answers were. Maybe some of it will be beneficial to know. So let's get it. First off, it says, does the Omicron inflict healing immunity on all enemies whenever dealing damage multiple times, or to multiple targets, or only to those who were damaged by the multiple targets times attack? Everyone, even those that were not damaged. This assumes the healing immunity was not resisted. Does her Territory War Omicron work only if she is in the leader slot? I mean, without even reading this, I would imagine that's yes, because it's on her leader ability. Like, how else is it going to work? But their response, the Omicron is on her leader ability, which means it is only active if the leader ability is active. The leader ability is only active if she is in the leader slot. Therefore, yes, the Territory War Omicron only works if she is in the leader slot and in Territory Wars. Well, that's such a dumb question. Who asked that? It better have been like some 7-year-old, because otherwise, seriously? Like, duh, it's on a leader ability. No! The leader ability Omicron's gonna work when she's not the leader. Like, seriously? Does she have any Dr. Aphra synergy? She seems oddly omitted from the suggestions. I would think so, without looking at this yet. I would think so, because isn't she like one of the prerequisites? But I don't know. I don't remember who the last one was. This could just be some random character they're adding to the game. But anyways, let's see what they said. Dr. Aphra is not yet released, but our intent is to have Sana lead her own team independent of Dr. Aphra's team. Okay, I was way off then. Whoops, I'm not trying to zoom here. With all the multi-tag conditions, can we get the option to make multiple filter selections in the character selection? We are looking at a variety of different ways to convey multi-tag conditions in an easier to understand format. Additional filters are on the list of possibilities. What do you mean by multi-tag? Like, are you saying, like, say you're looking for a rebel scoundrel? You could search for rebel scoundrels, because currently it's either rebels or scoundrels. So is that what that question is? I mean, at the end of the day, that really has nothing to do with Son of Starros. I think they're just trying to take advantage of a question, a time to ask questions and get answers. Is the immunity to daze on allies dispellable? The immunity to daze is not a buff, but an inherent part of the Omicron, which means there is nothing to dispel. It will always persist beyond Sana's defeat, since it is on her leader ability. Yep. That is kind of cool, though. It's just there. You know, it's not a buff, it's just there. It's kind of cool. I mean, other characters have that, but I've never really thought of it that way before. How come Son of Starros doesn't have the rebel tag? Oh my word, they said this in the Developers Insights, because she's not really a rebel. She's just a rebel sympathizer. First, game balance. Second, thematically, we have not seen Sana completely throw in with the Rebel Alliance yet, so we thought it appropriate that she work with rebels, but not as a rebel. How is her name pronounced? That's a good one, because I kept saying, I hope I'm saying that right. Sana Starros. Okay, it seems like I've been saying it right anyways. Sana Starros. Yeah, that's how I've been saying it. Sana Starros. Sana Starros. Will there be 2x drops with release? Her shards will follow the normal marquee distribution. 2x drops that may be happening during her marquee are purely coincidental. Another dumb question. Like, there has never been 2x drops with any character on release. CG follows the same format as always. It's either the character comes out as marquee or comes out as like legendary or something, which means there was tons of requirements beforehand. But in any case, like say it's a marquee, it goes marquee, and then you can buy shards using money and or crystals, and it's like that for a while. Then it shows up in farmable areas, and then after like 6 months to a year, it ends up on the accelerated farming. But yeah, you ain't getting no 2x drops right out the gate. When is Sana's event, and what time of event is it to unlock her? Well, without even looking at this, I already know because I've been playing the game. Her event is tomorrow, which at this point it is Wednesday, November 30th. So that means her event is Thursday, December 1st, and it's probably around the usual 2 p.m. Eastern. What does this say? Sana is a marquee unlock. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that too, a marquee. Her event starts at 11 a.m. Pacific on December 1st. 12/1/2. Yeah, 2 o'clock my time. What's up with Pacific? Is that where CG's located in California? Why is she light side? She has worked with both light and dark side characters in the past. But we see her core identity as the light side alignment. I mean, you did introduce the neutral tag. You could just make her neutral. Just like I feel like they should make all bounty hunters neutral because they're not really good or bad. Yes, we see them on a certain side in the shows, but fundamentally they're not good or bad. They're just out to do a job. Whatever side needs their help and is going to pay the most, that's where they go. Anyways, why does Sana's basic animation gift show damage twice, but ability only says once? Rule of cool. We want animations to look good, even if it means it doesn't perfectly match the mechanics of the ability. There are also times where an ability must be changed for game balance reasons after the animation work has been completed. Did they change her kit? Because I thought on the basic she could go twice. It was something like she does damage and then inflicts some kind of buff. And then if the enemy already had that debuff, then she inflicts damage again. Did that change? I mean, they sometimes do change stuff, but usually they do it right away. I mean, I got around to this kit reveal probably 24 hours after it was released, so why would they change it after that? I don't know. Rebel Scoundrel tanks consist of 2 units, Stormtrooper Han and Cara Dune. Really? There's only 2 that actually have those tags? Will this role be expanded upon in the future so as not to break apart existing teams, stripping Cara Dune from my Mon Mothma team? Stormtrooper Han shines under a Sana lead, and he currently has no home in the meta. Okay, a couple things with that answer. 1, yes, I'm assuming that he does shine under a Sana lead because that's kind of like what they were talking about in the whole entire kit reveal. Like, he's one of those suggestions. They're talking about the boost that tanks can get, this and that. And it just seems like this might actually help this guy out. Secondly, you're right. He really doesn't have any home in the meta. Nobody uses him. He's just there. So, Sana might actually give him a home. But third, this did not answer the question at all. It said it consists of 2 units, Stormtrooper Han and Cara. Will this role be expanded upon in the future or not? And basically you said, oh, Sana works great as a leader for Stormtrooper Han because, currently he doesn't really get used. Okay, that doesn't answer that question at all. Like, at all. You didn't even address any of the words that were in the question. You just completely ignored it. As another side note, Cara Dune under a Mon Mothma team? I never put Cara Dune under Mon Mothma. Not because I think it's stupid, I just never thought of it. Always when I run my Mon Mothma teams, I do Mon Mothma with both of the Rebel soldiers. What is it? Rebel... I don't know, those 2 Rebel soldiers. And then I usually do Biston and, Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. I don't know, maybe that seems like a weird combination, but... from my experience, it usually works out somehow. Always in Grand Arena, when I put that team, it always takes at least 3 battles. My opponents can't take it out, so I always think it's got to be a good squad. But Cara Dune is actually pretty good. So maybe under Mon Mothma, she could be even better. I don't know, I feel like she's way better under CLS, though. She's like one of those secret characters that nobody would think of, because everybody just thinks, oh, CLS, yeah, that's Han, Chewie, 3PO and Chewie, and 3PO. But you could sub out 3PO and put Cara instead, and that's kind of solid. Or another one I like to sub out for 3PO is Ezra. Ezra's pretty good. Yeah, he's technically Jedi as well, but he works pretty well with CLS. Anyhow, what comics has she found in? That's what I was wondering. I'm not going to check that out, but there's a list. If you're interested, just go on to the forums and you can find this and find that link. Under Sana's lead, it states, the first time each turn, Rebel allies and Sana deal damage more than once, they gain 25% max health, stacking max 200% for the rest of the encounter. As an example, if Lando uses his special and lands hits on all enemies, will he gain 25% health, or will Lando and all of his allies gain max health? Only Lando. 25%. Oh, deal damage more than once. I was thinking like a double shot. I was like, well, if he's hitting everybody, shouldn't he be gaining more than 25%? But nah, that would be apply under that stipulation. He would be applying damage more than once by hitting 5 people at the same time. Yeah, well, I mean, based on the wording, it would be just Lando. Why would you think it'd be the whole team? Lando would be the one doing all the damage, so he's going to be the one that get those buffs. Anyways, can the Tenacity Down on her second special be evaded or resisted? Tenacity Down by default is unresistible, but can be evaded. What? What does that mean? Unresistible, but can be evaded. So you can evade it, but you can't resist it? What does that mean? That sounds like they go hand in hand. If you evaded it, then you resisted it. If you resisted it, maybe it's because you evaded it. Why doesn't she have synergy with B1 Battle Droid? We had a definite identity we wanted with her. Wait, what? We had a definite identity we wanted with her. That's why this isn't making sense. We wanted with her working with Han, Leia, and Lando. Why doesn't she have synergy with B1? Why would she have synergy with B1? I guess it's because I haven't read the comics, so maybe she hangs out with Separatists? Actually, how would she hang out with Separatists? I'm just thinking of the movies, you know. Han, Leia, Separatists were way before they even existed. I mean, maybe the B1s were still around. I don't know. In the Rebel Sympathizer leadership, it states, whenever a Rebel ally or Sana has less than 100% turn meter and gains bonus turn meter, they gain 25% critical damage stacking until they critically hit an enemy. And I am unsure if the 100% TM cutoff is calculated at the start of each turn, during each turn, period, or end of turn. Or, in less words, and this is significantly longer. What are you talking about, less words? If Sana has 95% TM and gains 5% TM 5 times from target lock being inflicted, what happens? A, she gains 125% critical damage because at the start of the turn she had more than 100% TM. B, she gains 25% crit damage because she only had more than 100% TM for one instance of TM. She gains 0% crit damage because at the end of the turn she had less than 100% TM. None of the above, in which case, what does happen in regards to the crit damage again? Crit damage gain? And the answer B, she gains 25% crit damage because she only had less than, oops, I kept saying that the wrong way, less than 100% turn meter for one instance of TM. I kept saying greater than. I'm an idiot. Those are all less thans, except for the last one. Oh my god, another super long-ass question. Can Suspicious be applied to allies multiple times, thereby slowing them down significantly? Also asked, as does Suspicious stack on itself, or can it be only applied once? While Suspicious can be triggered to be applied multiple times, it does not stack, and so there is only one single instance of the effect on the character minus 10 speed plus 100% critical chance. Mainly clarification on the following sentence. At the start of each Rebel ally's turn, whenever Sana evades an attack, or whenever Sana attacks out of turn, all non-scoundrel allies are inflicted with Suspicious for one turn, which can't be copied or resisted. Does this mean that there are 3 separate instances where Suspicious is inflicted, i.e. Rebel start to turn, or Sana evades, or Sana attacks out of turn? Answer. Start of a Rebel ally turn. All non-scoundrel allies are inflicted with Suspicious for one turn, which can't be copied or resisted. Sana evades an attack. All non-scoundrel allies are inflicted with Suspicious for one turn, which can't be copied or evaded. Sana attacks out of turn. All non-scoundrel allies are inflicted with Suspicious for one turn, which can't be copied or resisted. See the answer to the previous question about what happens when there are multiple applications of Suspicious. What? The previous... this one? I don't think this said anything about Suspicious, though. But in that case, you gain 25% crit damage, I guess? I don't know. God, these are long. I want to read these. Oh my god, a book and a half. Whew. Yeah, I'm not going through these. These are... I'm going to be reading for 2.5 hours straight. So yeah, you can just go to the forums if you want to check those out. But for the most part, there were some questions. Some of them are pretty dumb. Like, you know, those are Omicron work if she's only in the leader. Duh. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of a boring video, but I saw this and was like, damn, there's a lot going on here, so maybe I could, you know, make a quick vid. Anyway, so all I got for you. So yeah, thanks for checking this out with me if you did. And until next time, I said see ya.